and welcome, whoops, to me catching a book and making sure the camera doesn't fall over. Okay, to Road to Distraction, is it 16?
Episode 16.
16.
Yeah.
Hard to believe when we first started doing the first one, people would even bother to do any more.
Yeah.
But we did! Because, we thought people will hate these. Let's do them. Now, this week, we're going to have... I'll be mostly eating a girl in a bikini. Because it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre time!
Yeah.
No, it's actually... This is probably going to be out now just before Halloween, so it's a little bit of a ooh.
It's a spooky show.
The Road to Distraction.
Spooktacular. Yeah.
Spooktacular. Look at this. How scary is this?
Just think we put up with that all the way to
Cardiff.
I was thinking Cumbrae.
Christ.
Cardiff! Road to Distraction, episode 16, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, well, the last one was 50 odd minutes.
Yeah, it was amazing. I watched it back and I thought to myself, I had to watch back and see all the silliness.
Yeah. Because it was quite bizarre.
I probably should because I missed it.
Yeah. Scott was in the land of coma.
Yeah, he was asleep.
I do apologise.
As camera angle number 2 will testify.
I couldn't entirely help it as I've been up since 4 for work, so...
That's what coffee's for.
I don't like coffee.
That's what Pro Plus is for.
No.
That's what energy drinks are for.
I think I'd had one.
That's what speed is for. No, don't do that.
No.
I don't see how watching Keanu Reeves would help me there.
Well,
okay. On a
okay.
bus, you won't be able to slow it down, and someone's going to try and jump off and die.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, okay. Don't do have speed because, it's Keanu Reeves.
What was the second speed film about?
An hour and a half too long.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently anybody can hijack a cruise ship now.
Yeah. Because if you've got a ZX81, you just plug it into the port on the computer.
Commodore 64.
Yeah, or BBC Micro. You just go tick, 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 tick. I'll write code. Look at my fantastic graphics. Bing, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Sorry.
Well, there are only 2 speed films.
Thank God,
Yes.
yes.
Because for all we know, there could be a sci-fi channel.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think we
too
will.
fast.
And this time they're on
They're on a space shuttle or something, yeah.
That's something just completely ridiculous. They're on a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
I think it's Brazil where the Die Hard movies are called Reluctant Hero without his shoes.
2.
The second one is called Reluctant Hero, this time he has shoes.
Okay.
There's a new one out.
There is, yeah. There's
A Good Time to Die Hard.
Come on, Bruce. Please.
Oh, I did like Looper, Mr. Willis. I quite like that indeed.
Yeah.
But if I had landed back in time and my younger self saw me and it realised it was me, once he'd obviously if anyone hasn't seen the film, spoiler alert, okay? He does get away from his younger self and knock his younger self out. Well, when I'd wake up, if I was my younger self, I'd be thinking to myself, shit, I'm going to be bald. You think, oh no.
Yeah.
I got all that money, I'm young, I'm good looking, I'm Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I'm going to grow up, I'm going to be bald.
Probably get the attention of Zoe Deschanel, which is the plus.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's that.
But anyway, to start off the Halloween special, I'm going to go do a little tiny factoid about basically someone who is the king of Hammer horror films, Peter Cushing.
Right.
Apparently, he once tried to commit suicide by running up and down stairs as fast as he could to induce a heart attack.
Really?
What were you thinking? Guns, pills, jumping off a building, walking in front of a car? No, too hard? Yeah. Running up and down stairs. All you were going to do, Mr. Cushing, was get fit. Come on, you'd have been the fittest Hammer horror star ever.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Dracula. 100 yards in 7.3 seconds. Usain Bolt would probably just about beat him, yeah.
Usain Bolt and Dracula in a race.
Yeah.
vampires move quick. Shit, that Peter Cushing. Sorry, Van Helsing gone off shift. No, running spikes bare feet, man. Bare feet or slippers. Slippers, you got the traction of a god.
We actually introduced ourselves.
No, we haven't done the introductions yet,
What's
but
that?
you know who we are by now.
Yes, yeah. Paul, Lee, Scott, James.
Hello.
Bit louder.
Hello.
Thank you.
New
And-
York.
Sort of. And of course,
Death
Deathbed, who walks around wearing white hair
Deathbed.
and a black tie, 'cause he's a bear of death. La 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 la.
For you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, there's his own series of bloody put me through there.
That's what I was going to say. He may as well have his own cartoon. So.
Yeah.
Deathbed 2000. I am the bear. Sorry. Little helmet with a visor.
Yeah. Well, if somebody does a sketchbook animation, I'm sure I can fit that in. Little flip book.
Oh, yeah, no problem, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just spend a month to laugh, you know.
As long as it's not me.
Oh, dear, dear,
Oh,
dear,
interesting.
dear. Does anyone else have any Halloween horror-based
Yes, I do.
ideas?
I got a good story which I found here. It's not the best thing to be reading whilst you're driving a car, but still, we're at traffic lights, so. Basically, Stanford University researchers have discovered that young blood can reverse the signs of aging. They've injected blood from younger mice into older mice, and apparently the older mice live longer. They're suddenly more energetic, bouncing around as they usually do. And they're thinking of doing this now with humans.
I'll have a go.
Yeah,
Where are they getting the young blood?
exactly.
Is there going to be more cases of people drinking other people's blood now?
Possibly,
Is this like...
because this is America.
I'll bite the girl.
Try anything.
Sorry,
But
my voice snuck out.
yeah, it's possibly going to be all these emos now pretending to be vampires and stealing blood and
great.
injecting it into themselves to keep them immortal.
Yeah, there's a problem with that. If they sort of like they're A plus and they jump on somebody who's B plus or B positive or whatever, and they don't, and they inject it into themselves, they're gonna end up being very unwell or possibly dead.
They'll probably get lots of diseases.
Yes.
Yeah, more than likely.
So you don't want to do that.
No. But anyway, that's my weird news. And also, me and Paul have discussed earlier on that Sam Raimi is doing a few films, but he's also going to be redirecting the remake of Poltergeist.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think that could do with a good remake. It's very, very old. It's looking really, really dated.
Yeah.
So,
He's attached to direct that. They haven't given a time yet when it's going to be released. But he's just completed Oz the Great and Powerful for Disney. So he's going to be moving on to Poltergeist. After, I think, he's done what?
he's actually at this moment filming, or I don't know if he's actually finished filming, his remake of The Evil Dead. I've seen the teaser trailer. Unlike the original Evil Dead films, it's not like, cheesy effects and comedy. This one's full-on serious horror. And if the teaser trailer is anything to go by, then the film should be absolutely awesome. And it's nice to know they've actually got the original director.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell.
I think Bruce Campbell's also in on it as well, because he was one of the original producing directors on the original film. Was he in the first one? I can't remember.
Yeah,
he was, wasn't he? Yeah, right. So he was in it all.
he was.
But it'd be nice to see that because it looks really, really, really good.
Yeah.
He's also been in a lot of Spider-Man stuff as well.
Yeah, that's because Sam Raimi directed all the Spider-Man films.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
he's in all the games now.
started off quite good and went downhill from there.
Yeah, the third one's a bit ropey.
The second one was good. I quite like the second one with Doc Ock.
But then it's just like they reach a cliff face and drop down.
Yeah, I mean, what exactly happened to Peter Parker in number 3? I still can't work out. He just became this like douchebag. That's all he was. And then you had Sandman was by far the best character in that film.
Yeah,
he had a
he was.
fantastic story as to how he became it. And he was just
They use free villains.
Like cram Venom in right at the
yeah.
And the way Venom looked in that film, they could have crammed him somewhere else, mate.
Exactly. I mean,
And what else did they have? Let's steal Mary Jane again.
Yeah.
Well, that's been in every film. Every Spider-Man film
Yeah.
with... And don't get me wrong, the special effects and the costume is absolutely stunning as far as I was concerned. But every single film, Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3, involved Mary Jane being kidnapped and strung up somewhere.
Yeah.
So Spider-Man had to use his spidery webs to swing up and get her.
Yeah.
And then she would always scream. I mean, most of her lines for that thing was, oh, Mary Jane walks out, orders a coffee, and screams for 4 pages. There we go.
That sounds like Kirsten Dunst acting.
But,
But it's good to see Sam Raimi going back to horror and
Yes.
this kind of films, because that's what he's known for when he started out as this independent up-and-coming filmmaker.
yeah,
You know, we discovered him with Evil Dead,
yeah.
which is a cult classic, as you know.
Damn right, I've actually got The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Love it. But they do quite a few films. I mean, they're remaking Carrie. With Chloe something Moritz. She was Hit Girl.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she looks the part. I've seen the trailer for that as well. And it looks like a really nice remake. It looks cracking. But to carry on with that film, the original actress, Sissy Spacek, was that much of a perfectionist. When they filmed the final scene, where she's covered in blood at the at the prom, she refused to have the fake blood makeup removed off her face or take off the clothes for 3 days, because that's how long it took to film that scene.
Wow.
She wanted to leave it on because she said if you added the blood the next day, it wouldn't be in the same place, it would look different. I want the continuity to stay exactly the same all the way through. So she stayed in those clothes for 3 days and had blood makeup for 3 days. Now that is dedication.
That's
Imagine how long it
professional,
would have
isn't it?
taken them to film it if she fell asleep and it smudged.
Yeah, imagine if she fell asleep in the back of a car with a camera.
Yes.
You will apologise. I will have once.
Gonna talk about the new name of the company.
The new name of the company?
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Yes,
Well,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, decided for a fresh start with Lightning Productions now. It's been going for 7 years, and I think we've reached a creative buffer, if you will. You know, I haven't been on top of my game in terms of producing films and stuff. So I decided to go for a fresh new look, fresh new name. We're now called Outpost 51. Some of you may know the reference, some of you won't. I'll explain it now. Any of you seen the 1982 film of The Thing? And it was also briefly mentioned in the 2011 remake. The base where the Americans are is called Outpost 31, and I basically based it on that. And I'm going to try... It isn't going to mean that I'm going to just do horror films. I'm going to do all kinds of films as before, but I just wanted a clean start, clean slate. So look out for that. The Facebook page, facebook.com/Miley Productions Limited, is no longer existed. I've just changed the name over to Outpost 51. I'll put a link in at the bottom so you can navigate yourself to there. So all the current 198 likers, you don't have to do anything on Facebook. You just visit the same page, it'll just be a different name on it, different graphics. The YouTube channel is live, but I'm not prepared yet to release the URL because I haven't put anything on there yet. Probably this Road to Distraction will be the first thing to go up on the new site.
You'll have to put a teaser up on Miley Productions.
Yeah, I will do. And basically, I will keep the Miley Productions channel live because I'm proud of what we've accomplished over the 7 years, all the films we've done.
It's some cracking
A lot
stuff.
of history on there, and also because of Pond 5 as well with the stock footage library. You can't really change the name on that, and I want to upload all future stock footage clips. They'll still be uploaded to Miley Productions YouTube page. You can get a preview from there. The corporate website, sorry, just have to dodge a Jeep. 4x4. The corporate website will remain active until August 2012. It'll be taken down. I'm not sure yet whether I will do an Outpost 51 website because the traffic isn't really that good for Miley Productions at the moment. It has about 10,000 hits since it was launched in 2008, redesigned. But really, when all the content is YouTube and on Vimeo, it doesn't. It's a waste of money, basically, keeping a site that just links to video sources on another site. So wait and see on that, folks. But from now on, all future content is going to be launched under the Outpost 51 name and banner. So hopefully we'll stay in tune. We'll just look at you. It'll still be us.
Still doing stuff.
There'll be a different name. And there you go.
Hey! Outpost 51. Let's do teaser trailers. It happened in 2012.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
The name of Mike Lee Productions disappeared from history. To only be replaced by Outpost 51. Coming soon to a YouTube page near you. Does you like my American voiceover voice?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
It was very dramatic.
Very indeed.
You have to start every trailer with "In a world."
In a world, one man with 4 legs decided to buy more shoes.
He went to Outpost 51.
Hold on, this is going to be a Sci-Fi Channel film. I can see it. Sorry, guys.
Oh my
But
god,
no.
there's so many shoes!
I need more legs. Human Centipede 3. I've grown more legs. And you're supposed to sew people to each other? That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do it? Somebody's going to have to eat somebody else's poo. Indicator. Sorry. The van in front of us, Gwent Aluminium,
Yeah, that's-
and UPC PVC products, BN57WBU, does not know how to use a freaking indicator.
Where's his number? Which usually has on the back of these things saying, how's my driving?
Telephone 01633 872 111. www.gwentaluminium
No, it's Gwent
pvc.co.uk. Go to their phone number, go to their website, and tell them the guy driving that number on our van is a dick.
driving that number.
That number van thing in front, the white man van syndrome, innit?
Yeah.
Fastest vehicle on the road, a white van.
Yeah.
Well, look, I found it.
Yay!
But
Apparently,
we're going on a roundabout. He's got no choice but to go that way.
yeah. Apparently most white van men, white van.
White van,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
shall I give you another little fact?
If you must.
I will. Another horror film fact, actually. The cult classic Alien. Anyone know what it was originally going to be called?
Poop.
Poop. The
No
film.
one can hear you scream.
Poop. The film. No, it was actually going to be called The Star Beast.
That's kind of good.
Yeah, but it's really that was the title of the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
it
Star
was,
Beast.
yeah.
Star Child.
Because you had Starman, didn't it? Was that David Bowie?
No, that was the man who fell to earth.
Ah,
Starman was Jeff Bridges.
Starbeast 3.
Yeah.
Star Beast Resurrection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Starbeast.
Alien worked better.
No, wait, Predator versus... No, Starbeast versus Predator.
What is it, Arby's then?
Arby's. Arby's. That's an American place.
Yeah, it is. It's just Predator walking in. Can I have a burger?
Yeah, please. I want it made. What are you made of? Your spine. Okay.
Xenomorph.
Why are you setting off a bomb? Because I always do.
Oh god, Hitbot. That's all I remember.
Also, I found this. It's not a real fact, but I thought it was just really funny. And it says all the fog effects on the fog were produced by John Carpenter's Chainsmoking.
Which is a possibility.
I just thought that was brilliant. It was a webpage full of them. I wish I remember the name of it, but it was just so stupid. And I thought, yay! Did you realise in the state of Washington, D.C., it's a felony to kill a Sasquatch? So, Bobo, that's your best bet to find one. They know how to kill them this. They're probably breeding like rabbits. Bobo, go! Go for it. Fetch, Bobo. Fetch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also, nothing to do with horror, but if every muscle in the human body could actually pull in one direction at exactly the same time, you could lift nearly 25 tons.
All right.
How's that? Huh? It's not horror, but if somebody actually took all your muscles out of your body and realigned them on your body via surgery, that'd be pretty horrific, I would say.
Yeah, well, it did have a go at doing that kind of thing in that film we saw when it Nazis at the centre of the earth.
Nazis at the centre of the earth.
Yeah.
That wasn't the song.
Dun, It's unseen, center of the earth. They're coming to get you again.
Gay Nazis at the centre of the earth. That's the sequel.
I would watch that. There's some musical Nazis. They're like, we even got Elton John.
Oh
Well,
dear.
he just like comes down on a spinning piano.
In the centre of the earth.
Oh dear God.
We got Randy Newman.
And Elton John.
Yeah.
Do a duet.
That'd be great.
God.
I'd watch that film
Randy
like a
Newman.
motherfucker. I'd watch that film, yeah. Elton John going, it seemed to me he was like a bloke with a little
Yep.
square moustache.
Randy Newman singing kind of reminds me of Bromley.
It is Bromley.
Well, folks, we're almost in Cumbrain, so
Right.
we can't really start any long topics. So, if anybody got any short news bursts or something like that to do,
I can tell you that news burst. No, but I've got another stupid fact that says happy hour is illegal in Massachusetts. You goddamn spoil sports. Come on, it's an hour where you can slam as much alcohol down your neck for like about 14p.
yeah.
That's probably like about 25 cents in your money. If you're in, so like, not Britain.
Not Britain.
Yeah.
Pretty much like 98% of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay then. Yeah, but you know, some of it.
So you're saying that Britain makes up 2% of the world, Scott?
I'm not even sure it's that, is it?
Back in no.
I've seen people refer
If it was
to,
like 60 years ago, you could probably say like 50% of the world.
I've seen people refer to Wales as Britain's Canada.
You're probably right. Okay.
Wales is Britain's Canada. Yeah, there's only one problem
Somebody who
there.
live in this country who realised Wales existed.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Well, you know, the scary thing is you can't actually say that Wales is Britain's Canada because when the Romans came over here hundreds and thousands of years ago, right? Thousands of years ago, they went through England quite easily.
They did.
It took them 30 odd years to get through Wales.
And Scotland, they just said,
They give
"Fuck
up.
that."
Because as they went through the country, they realised that the Celts were a bit more feckin' lunatic. I mean,
Yeah.
we used to run into battle painted blue, bollock naked in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
There's these poor wasters coming from Rome, which is basically Italy.
Yeah.
And basically, they're nice warm weather. They'd come over here, freezing their asses off in little leather skirts and little sandals, right? And then we'd go running at them with bows, swords, and shields, tackle dangling and swinging back and forth in minus temperatures.
Yeah.
They must have been cacking themselves. And this is going to be rather. Excuse me a second. She's gorgeous.
She is.
Sorry, she has bright red hair, and that just caught my attention. It's very
Top
pretty.
see-through.
Yes, unfortunately, she's wearing underwear.
Possibly
Yeah.
she has a baby.
So, does not make a woman unattractive. She's
She
a
say it
baby.
made her unattractive.
So,
We're going to car park B because car park 1 is jammed.
it's jammed.
Did you say car park B because car park 1 is? Who numbered this?
I'm special!
Car park B because car park 1. 1, B, 2, C,
Elephant. 1, 2, buckle my shoe.
Pajama?
3, 4, catch your foot in the door. 5, 6, she's got nice tits.
I gotta focus on the road.
7, 8, time to master.
No!
Oh,
Numbers 1 to 8.
oh look.
Oh!
Dear, dear, dear. Hello, Captain Pugwash was pretty
Oh,
dubious for
God.
naming his characters, wasn't it?
Yes, Seaman Stains,
Masturbates.
masturbates, yes. And here's an actual fact, an actual true fact. Originally, Captain Pugwash was black and white. And a good friend of mine, I haven't seen for many, many years now, Roy Francis, his name was, actually coloured them all in. He moved to London to do it. It was him and a couple of other artists. Coloured all the cells in by hand until they were all colour.
We're gonna cheat.
So it was rather nice, that was. Wonderful artist and a very nice bloke. I haven't seen him for many years. I hope that he's still alive. Because incredibly talented bloke. So yes, a little fact about Captain Pugwash. It was coloured in by a Welsh artist. Or at least one Welsh artist.
There's not enough spooky stuff to maintain an entire episode.
No, there is,
There is, but they're
Take
just
a
gonna
lot
take.
of work.
It's gonna take long time to get it.
Partially spooky road to distraction.
Well, you can't have entire because
Yeah, I know.
what did you two look up for Halloween now?
I want to sleep.
You went to sleep. I told you had to look up facts. You've had all week.
I play Borderlands.
Don't go give me that rubbish now. You tall like
When
you
did
play
tell me to look
Borderlands.
up facts?
I did. Shh.
Could
Anyway,
it possibly have been when I was asleep last time? Hello, nurse.
hello, Ness.
That was
Hello.
a really accurate
Sorry,
impression.
there was a redhead, and I do like redheads. I can, because my wife's redhead as well.
So,
I think red
since
is beautiful.
we discussed the first episode last time, what do we think of Red Dwarf this far?
So far, the second episode was awesome.
Yeah. It was really good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the third one a lot more than the second one.
Have we seen 3 so far?
Yeah.
Good God. Okay, sorry, third one.
Already, yeah.
The third one was with Jesus.
Oh yeah, of course it was. Yeah. I thought it was awesome. Jesus of
Caesarea.
Caesarea, that was it.
Wondering if at this point they might actually consider doing another season. If this one's doing really well.
Probably,
It
yeah.
really is. They're bound to.
And it will go with the Blu-ray sales as well. If people buy the Blu-ray or DVD, then they usually commission a new series. Unlike Alcatraz, which has been cancelled after 1 season.
Oh, do you know? I'm quite glad. I watched it.
It was very formal, wasn't it?
I watched it, and basically, it was very, very sort of like, oh look,
Samey.
oh you got caught. Oh look, oh you're gonna get shot or arrested and taken back to a replica of Alcatraz, which is nice and shiny and clean.
Yeah. It's the future, baby.
It was dull
Everything's chrome in the future.
or glowing blue.
What the smeg is going on?
Like Ice-T's machine guns in that one film.
What's that?
There's one film, I can't remember what it was, I really wish I could, but he walks in and he's got chrome SMGs.
Nice.
Who knows?
Is he Chow Yun-Fat or something?
John,
Oh, it's Ice-T.
No.
Why would he be playing Chow Yun-Fat?
No, it's
Ice-T as Chow Yun-Fat,
yeah.
Considering
In
they're
the
completely
remake.
different ethnicities.
The
starring in the
Hard
Bruce
Boiled.
Lee story. Yeah. Talking of that, did you know they actually asked Brandon Lee to play his father in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story? And he
Dragon?
Dragon, sorry, the Bruce Lee story, and he refused. And they asked him why in an interview. He said, because we were two different people. I couldn't play my father, and I didn't think it'd be right. Besides, the person they chose, as far as I'm concerned, played him really well.
Oh, you can't be serious, you utter pikey.
God, there's one behind us as well.
I
So
know
we're just beeping at you now.
Because you got this twat in front. Beep.
Sorry about that, we just got beeped out because we're trying to reverse because somebody else is trying to pull into a parking space. Because obviously when you reverse, that's obviously so massively illegal, you can't do it. People beep at you.
Well, the
Anyway.
fact is, she should put her indicator on so we know
Yeah,
where
she
she's
should have,
going.
she
But
should have. It's a bit like Jess. It's a young lady I've met more than once. Oh, that was a
Oh, yeah.
that was a bump.
Well, I'm impotent.
Oh,
Perhaps that's something you shouldn't say on a video that's going to go on the internet. Internet? On the internet. That'll do. What's that?
I have no shame.
We do know. Yeah, have no shame. Oh dear.
Okay, we'll wrap this up now for part 1.
Yep.
As we struggle to find a parking space, so this may take
Yeah.
some time.
We don't really want to just drive around and listen to them being
do it to me.
Being aroused.
by car park bumps. Weirdos.
So we'll see you after the break.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome back to Road to Distraction 754.
Do a bit of Jonathan Ross there.
Part 2.
Part 2. We've been walking around Cumbran for like a year.
But we haven't aged at all.
We haven't aged at all. It's brilliant. Well, I'm old, so I'm going to look old.
When we got out.
Yeah, and I had short. I still got short hair.
Yeah.
Must have been the trip to the hairdressers I made a couple of times last year. They met you back
Dusty's
in the day.
aroma stuck around and knocked us out.
But yeah, we were talking about horror films earlier and other things about horror. What really horrifies me is people who can't feckin' drive.
Yeah, parking is like a basic skill you learn when you're
Yeah.
driving. When you learn to drive.
Unless you're the meng in the car in front of the car in front.
Yeah.
If you want a really scary Halloween costume this year, go as Mitt Romney.
Yay! I could be president.
That's
please!
horrifying.
Destroy America.
Using.
Ready for the bump?
There's an article on our website.
Uh-huh.
It started off with, some of you may know that over the next couple of months there's going to be an election which may or may not decide if America is plunged into 100 years of darkness.
I'm liking that one. But no, my horror film news, and it's the scariest thing ever.
Go on.
Scarier than anything you've ever heard.
Really?
Now, the last Twilight film is going to be released soon.
That's scary enough.
That's scary enough, okay? Because I guarantee you, vampires aren't supposed to freaking twinkle, okay? Tinkerbell twinkles.
Oh, vampire, the homoerotic.
Yeah. Liberace twinkled quite a lot.
Gave me all twinkles.
Exactly. But here's the really, really, really scary news. Apparently, they're going to be spin-offs of the Twilight movies.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. So, just when you think it's safe to go back to the cinema, there won't be any sort of like sparkling, brooding vampires and werewolves. Right? Woo! Camera jumped. They could be back using different vampires and werewolves. And probably zombified elephants. And,
If you want a scary news, there's going to be a movie of 50 Shades Grey.
hey, that's not horror, that's
Emma
just
Watson.
shit.
I was going to say, isn't Emma Watson supposed to be signed to it?
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Well, great. Eventually, Emma Watson will get her bangers out. Not that there's a lot there to
I was
see.
going to say,
But
I'm not at all against
She
this.
already said she was doing that.
Right.
not that there'll be a lot to see anyway. Sorry, Emma, you're a pretty girl, but
Good on kids.
yeah, in
Say it like it is.
in the boob department, you are slightly lacking, dear.
If I'm blunt, I'm all
I've
up
seen
top and
better
nothing
ironing
below.
boards.
Right.
Plus, Ivana Lynch is prettier than you anyway.
Which one's that one? Oh, that's the
Luna.
one. Yeah, Luna. Oh, she's very pretty actually. I used to like quite like a very pretty girl.
She's going to sue
Where
me.
you going, you?
She's going to see this somehow on the internet and she's going to take me to court.
Yes, she is. Outpost 51 is not responsible for any of the comments delivered by the crew.
Disclaimer.
But yeah, no, we did. Like I said, I can't believe that Twilight spin-offs. Please,
I know, yeah.
really? Are they that popular? I mean, they're awful.
Well, amongst the tweens, they are.
The tweens, yeah, teenage girls who don't know how to spell pubic, let alone have any yet. Okay, yeah,
Those and general idiots.
Yeah.
yes.
It's interesting, though, that
Like
you
my
know,
ex.
Boom.
Yeah, it's interesting that supposedly our Pats and what's her face got back together, isn't it? After what she did
Yeah.
to him.
He must be really desperate for a shag.
I know.
Who, what?
Robert Pattinson
has got back with
with Kirsten
Is that
Icon
still
Act
war?
Stewart.
yeah,
They're actually together?
again.
They've been
yeah.
together the last few years.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Just some sort of cum dust.
But,
no,
they broke up after she basically had an affair with the director of Snow White and the Huntsman.
Well, somebody
Yo.
had to.
Yeah. And then our Pats has apparently taken it back. It's like, okay.
That custody battle over the dog was too much, I guess.
Yeah.
He's Robert friggin' Pattinson. Who gives a crap? He can have as many goddamn women as he wants.
yes, he just has to put the old white powder on his face and look broody, and all the girls, well, underage girls, will probably throw himself at her.
It's like a man
I don't
who
let
just
him
fly
with
through
him.
here and mash against him.
Hammer him with a vampire hat.
All he has to do is walk into a cinema. He's got plenty to go through.
Hey, hello, girls.
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Like Monkey and Apple once said, he's not a vampire. Honestly, he's not a vampire. I guarantee you, yes. There's a complete difference between sucking blood and sucking semen. If you spread the cheeks of that vampire, you'd probably find several people who work in Hot Topic jammed up there somewhere.
What other spooky stuff do we have?
Well, let's open it up for discussion then. What do you think is the best horror film that you've seen?
Now, a lot of people won't agree with this one, but the film that scared me the most, there is no CGI, you see no creatures, and it's the original version of The Haunting.
Right.
That's a
No.
really good movie.
It's black and white, and I saw it years ago, and it was this tension is spooky.
And they remade it.
And then they remade it
Owen
with
Wilson.
with Owen Wilson, and getting rid of all the tension and the spookiness, they decided to replace it with CGI, and they took a film that was a classic spooky, mixed the back of your neck cold horror story, and turned it into the biggest pile of CGI shit wank tit fucking bastard crap ever. Sorry, Owen Wilson, but stick to making films like the
Yeah,
Fockers.
like Shanghai Noon. And,
And the Fockers
yeah.
with your broken nose and Drill Bit Taylor. That was fucking awesome.
I haven't seen a lot.
That's a horror film for you.
I haven't seen a lot of horror films. The only ones I can really remember are things like the Alien series,
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Alien film I would call horror, not sci-fi. Yeah,
a French film called Switchblade Romance.
never seen that one. Though I have seen a film that was absolutely awful called Razorblade Smile, about a female vampire, and it was atrocious. So please don't watch it. It was terrible. She looks great in the rubber suit, but my God, she's awful.
Scariest movie I've ever seen is Epic Movie.
God.
I'm surprised you could actually work up the courage to watch it.
Yeah.
Or even mention it.
This whole scene is going to be deleted, you know.
No, it's just our opinions.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
only opinion. It's not
Disclaimer
fact.
at the start.
And
No, I'm just saying, it was that bad, it doesn't even need to be in this.
yeah. Scott, what's your favourite
I don't know.
horror film?
Quite liked Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That was good. The original, yeah. That was good. I quite liked the first Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was quite good
Yeah.
with the old William Shatner mask.
Yeah.
I hated the remake by Rob Zombie. I thought that sucked.
Oh yeah. It just went downhill after like number. Well, how many have they made?
I think the only thing they'd done two, and that was enough.
Yeah.
Bloody the Final Destination movies are supposed to be scary, aren't they? Because
The first one I liked. It was a good idea, and I just saw the newest one, 5.
humans are made out of red butter, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
But they do actually say where she actually hits the floor and snaps. He said, "I've tried to work out how this is possible, and every scenario I've run, this shouldn't happen." So basically, she died with the same impact she would have in the crash.
I love how when she this one girl like flips off a pole and snaps in half when she hits the floor, which.
Yeah, but she died with the same impact she would have in the original crash. That's why she broke like that.
Here's the thing, she's like in half, and you hear someone in the back and go, "Call an ambulance."
Yeah, her spine's out her back. She snapped in half. Don't think a band-aid's going to cut it in a little bit of anaesthetic.
Definitely not.
But yeah, I know what I mean. But the thing I liked about the fifth one is you were watching it and thinking, oh, and then you realise the fifth one actually butts up right to the beginning of the first one, which is kind of cool. I sort of like that. Otherwise, it's just an average. People getting mangled through blenders and
Yeah, and like
eye patches and
Shock value when we throw at you.
egg whisks and stuff. You know, death by toilet plunger.
That's something you've got to see.
Most horror movies aren't about the atmosphere anymore.
They're about
just shock
full out gore.
violence.
That was the 80s. That was unfortunately
Schlock horror.
the schlock horror things with things like
I don't.
Well, even
All
like
the slash-
Evil Dead 2 did it, didn't it?
yeah.
They got very comedic and gore everywhere. And
Yeah,
I
but
don't
they did.
think-
They went for the comedy section.
I don't think shock horror is a very good form of horror.
No, it isn't.
It's sort of like the lowest common.
Yeah. Well, for me, my favourite film probably is the Japanese version of The Ring.
Cracking,
By,
and it's
Takata.
scary because how can I put it? I mean, spirits in Japan all seem to have that. I haven't washed my hair for 6 years, and I'm dressed in white with dark eyes. Look, and they do all their spirits all seem to be gaunt and dark-eyed, and they know how to do it. and They do it right.
Yeah,
and
they know how to do horror. The Japanese.
They do it quite good.
Yeah.
A collection of Japanese horror comics, and they are some creepy shit. I read them,
Yeah.
I read them at like 3:30 in the morning, like years ago, and I just did not sleep that night. I was just like, I'm not going to bed.
Yeah. I mean, at first you think that Sadako is this evil killer monster thing, but as you watch like Ring 2 and then Ring 0 as it was, you learn that she's just this character who's
Who
been
rides a motorbike?
apparently.
Yeah.
That was Ghost Rider, just
Yeah.
fast.
Not a scary movie.
No,
Yeah.
but basically you learn that Sadako was this abused child. She was bullied at school, even by her own father, and her mother committed suicide, and that made her become what she was, just this resentful.
Your mother was sort of slightly sort of telepathic or whatever.
That's right.
Or telekinetic as well. She knew things.
Yeah, so she threw herself into a volcano, I think it was. And then the
Just
father,
have one?
Yeah, the father then just decided to chuck his daughter down a well and
Because,
still alive and seal it up.
well, if you actually look at the film, they actually chucked it down there because at one point, I do believe there were people heckling her parents, and she killed one person with her mind, and they thought she was too dangerous to be left alive. So they pushed it down
Yeah.
the well. They thought they'd killed her and pushed her down the well, but
She lived for many years.
yeah, she died in the well, therefore becoming an entity that would do naughty things on videotape.
I am.
Not like porn.
I was thinking then,
No, it's not like, oh, hold on.
I haven't seen that one.
The Ring.
Yeah.
The Ring, the adult version, starring China. Who actually now does porn.
She does, yeah.
Yes.
I know.
She went from being a wrestler
Who looked like a man.
to doing porn. And still looking like a man. I don't know.
I really like the whole last part of Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods was actually quite a good horror film. Which didn't solely rely on CGI. I mean, there was okay a bit of it at
Are
the
we
end.
going to talk about the twist of it?
Well, no, some people might not have seen it, but there were twists at the end.
It's the best part of the movie.
It was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. One of the best parts for me at Cabin in the Wood was Chris Hemsworth being swatted against this almost like invisible force field wall. It's fucking amazing. Vroom, 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 motorbike in the air, smash. Yes. Take that, Thor.
Loki's just on the other side smiling.
Yeah. Pissing himself with laughter. I made an invisible wall who thought he was in a cabin. Sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing was set up by Loki.
Possibly.
But we did see, talking about horror films when we were in Cumbrae, some rather weird, like more modern horror sci-fi films. Classic titles such as Sand Sharks, just when you thought it was safe on land.
Attack of the Two-Headed Sharks.
There we are. Because a shark with one head wasn't bad enough. Some dickhead in a lab decided, I tell you what, I'll make a shark with two heads.
That would have no sense of direction.
Who don't?
Shark, two-headed shark.
Well, no, it'd be trying to attack two different people and break itself down the middle.
It would be.
Oh, that's a scene and a half. I'd have to see that one. Sorry.
Plus, you would have multiple sets of gills, so it would have to be in a really strong current to actually live.
I don't think they thought that far ahead, James.
We are about a company that decided to make a shark with two heads. And also, I don't think it was the same company, but a shark that can swim through sand.
Yes.
Is it the same shark?
It is.
Possibly.
I actually saw on the Sci-Fi Channel Shark Octopus. It's a shark head with an octopus's body that can climb on land. What kind of drugs do you guys smoke?
What was that one? Sharktopus versus something. I can't remember what it was. Sharktopus versus...
Crocodile
There's a giant crocodile or something. There's like a couple of them.
Yeah, that's sci-fi.
Yeah, it could be Crocosaurus or something.
And some of the other names of the DVDs we saw in Cumbrae, gentlemen?
Ninjas versus vampires.
Yeah, ninjas versus vampires.
Ninjas were dressed in PDSM, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were dressed in like gimp gear, which is really weird.
yeah, they were like in rubber, obviously, so the blood wipes off. Or sort of like to
Yeah,
make,
that's the reason, yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason, not the fact that it looks like kinky, pervy rubber gear with probably butt plug holes at the back. I don't know. It's where they keep their swords. Oh! Well, you could if you was a vampire ninja. Because you'd heal, wouldn't you? You keep your sword up your ass.
Yeah.
And you go, aha! Ooh!
Stuff like,
Wipe that off.
stuff like this keeps getting made, but we still don't have Kung Pao 2.
Yeah, we don't have Kung Pao 2. That's probably because Kung Pao 1 didn't really make that much money, unfortunately.
Classic.
Let's hope now this actual camera is still recording at the moment, but there's sun on the camera. Sometimes when it gets a bit warm, sometimes the camera goes. It doesn't actually pull that face.
No.
Natural light.
It's okay. It's false light. Anyone out there want to name what that line is from? Put it in the box below.
For some reason, when I got that, I got Ghost Rider keychain.
Yes.
I could imagine there being a button on the back, and every time we press it, it's just Nicolas Cage's voice. And
I
just
am
like
Nicolas Cage.
a national treasure.
I just stole the Declaration of Independence.
Sounds a little bit like W.C. Fields, but yeah, we'll go with it. W.C. Fields as Ghost Rider. Now there's a film I'd watch the shit out of.
Why did they cast Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider?
What, you wanted to be Superman? Be fucking thankful for that.
Yeah, I saw his outfit.
I saw two of his outfits. One, he actually has got like a proper Superman outfit, and it just looked awful on him.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's in damn good shape. His arms are really quite big, but when you're wearing anything that's lycra, it flattens muscles down, which is why like Brandon Routh and now this guy, who's is it
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, Jimmy Savile. Yeah,
I hope not.
James Caziaville or something, I don't know his name. British guy, yet again. I mean, he's built like a truck, don't get me wrong. But yet again, all the suits that they wear, Brandon Routh and him, will have muscle sections built into them. Because when you put things on like that, it flattens down muscle. You look at, I think, a couple of the Christopher Reeve films towards the end. That guy's huge. He has a Lycra suit on, and he still looks massive. That tells me that guy must have been feckin' huge.
He was.
Well, he was, wasn't he? I mean, for a guy who started, was really quite slim when the first film started because they do a lot of shots from below to make him look tall and bigger and broader. Towards the last few films where he's huge, that tells me if he can do it, why can't these guys? And I know they're making the costumes heavier and thicker, they look textured and whatever. It's probably why they're putting the muscle stuff underneath. But to me, Chris Reeve, nobody's ever going to be Superman other than him.
They announced like the order the new Marvel films are going to be in.
Yeah.
And what I don't understand is Ant-Man is like the last one before the Avengers 2. But Ant-Man is supposed to be the end of the first series of movies.
Right.
Well, I don't know. All I know is I'm not really that excited to watch an Ant-Man film.
No, never mind.
Never anyone who'd.
I just want to see where they cast as Wasp.
Assuming Wasp's in it.
I hope so.
They were saying that, is it Emily Blunt?
I don't even know what that is.
She was in the Adjustment
She's nice.
Bureau,
Yeah.
but she just doesn't look like Wasp to me.
Wasp, like half Asian.
Something like that.
She never used to look half Asian in the comic books when I read it, but I mean,
They're gonna do
for
the
fuck's
Ultimate
sake, they got a black Nick Fury, so
I doubt they'll pull Wasp in if it is the Ultimate Universe.
It's films have got their own universe.
Yeah, they closely follow Ultimate Universe.
But yeah, they were rumouring that it's her. But I mean, saying that, I wasn't exactly fussed when they said Anne Hathaway was Catwoman, but she played a pretty good part.
So Christopher Eccleston is the villain for Thor 2.
I've seen him in his dark elf makeup.
I'm one. Well, he's got his makeup on now, has he? Because
Yeah.
Just with like the costume on.
Oh no, yeah, they got the full face makeup on, and they look pretty.
Face like fully black, or is it half white, half black?
It's like a whitish sort of colour, and it's also like it looks really quite nasty, bit demon-esque. It's quite nice.
Bring us back on the topic.
Yay! Yes, back on the horror.
Yeah. Basically, going back to Nicolas Cage, he was in Season of the Witch, wasn't it? Which you
Yes.
could class as a horror.
Well, it
film,
is sort of a horror film. Yeah. I mean, there's spookiness in it, and
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, folks, check it out.
yeah,
It's got him and Ron Perlman in it.
yeah. It was supposed to be playing British Crusaders, which is great because then you've got a boy that was in Misfits playing.
Or like a squire, wouldn't he?
Yeah, like a squire with an American accent.
Yeah.
So let's why not? Yeah. I'm Irish.
They did portray it historically accurate though, in that
Yes,
there were
it
no black men on the Christian side,
Exactly.
which is true if you go back in history, because basically we hadn't enslaved Africa by then.
No, we hadn't. Okay, they were sort of like if you went far enough, you're
Makes out to be dicks.
Well, we are.
well, the British were. Let's be honest, right? And
The British Empire, all the empires did it.
not just the British. How about this? Now, this isn't like a horror film, but I think it's horrific. Christopher Columbus. All the Americans go, hey, he discovered the new world. He's great. Christopher Columbus Day. The man was a bastard.
Took over the land, didn't he?
He discovered the area where the Indians were. There were 1.11 million people living there when he discovered it. In the space of 3 to 5 years, there were 1.1 million people living there because he either, him and his men, A, killed them, or B, sold the women and daughters into the sex slave trade. By the time he died and his son took over, there were 1,500 people left on this island.
Is that like the setup for the Indian version of Taken?
It was.
Basically, and then his son decided, because the male versions of this tribe were not particularly good at physical and manual work, and there weren't many people left, him and his men killed the rest of them. So between him and his father, they not only enslaved an entire race of people who lived on this one island, they also killed them all off. So, hello, next time you actually go, hey, it's Christopher Columbus Day. Actually, what you want to do is celebrate, hello, it's Christopher Columbus, who's an absolute bastard day.
There's another factor that largely contributed to the deaths of Native Americans at the time was because we had a lot of diseases.
Yeah,
from the way-
smallpox.
That was when we went to actual America,
we took
yeah.
a lot of diseases over there.
Smallpox covered blankets. We gave them to the Indians. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we done it on purpose. to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because we took over their land and now we make them, well, we don't, the Americans do, make them live on reservations. But like I said, the cracking part is they now got casinos, and because they're not actually under American rule, they don't have to pay tax. Well done, guys.
God, the human species are a bunch of assholes.
Yes, they are, but that's what I'm on about. I mean, how horrific is that one person, okay, it's a long time ago that it happened, but one person discovers an island, takes all their treasure, all their gold, everything that they want, and nick it. Quite happily, they used to turn up, and regularly Christopher Columbus and his men would turn up and rape the women and young girls on the island, sell them into sex slavery, sell the men into slavery. If they didn't go, they'd kill them. Some of them that wouldn't do anything or wouldn't move, they actually mutilated by cutting off their noses and their ears. This is disgusting. Now that's true horror, guys. If you want to sit down and talk about horror, that's disgusting. Where one man might as well have been fucking Adolf Hitler. Right? Might as well have been. Christopher Columbus might as well have had his hair swept across his face, little black square moustache. Because he's just as bad.
What was that line in Red Dwarf that they were reading out the Ten Commandments? And they were like, killing is, you're not supposed to kill your fellow person, but genocide is on it.
Yeah, but genocide's okay, I think.
Yeah, and if
somehow.
it was the Christian thing, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
If you think about it, the Crusades, what was that?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, the mission was, let's go and retake Jerusalem from the infidels.
Yeah, their religion to start with, but you don't worry about it.
But then, what's not often told is that these mixed kingdoms where the Christians and the Muslims going on quite happily, they were all slaughtered as well by all these Christian knights from Europe.
That's nice of them.
And regardless of whether they were black or white, it was...
Lovely, isn't it?
Because they were all heathens.
And this is where the saying goes, why can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Religion. I do believe, I had a little banner on Facebook, and there's a picture of Dr. Gregory House, and it says on there, if you could reason with the religious people, there'd be no religious people. It's a nice idea, but it's a cracking, it's a really stupid faith. And you believe that's from Dogma. They turned and said, an idea is great, because you can change an idea. And once it's a faith, that's it. Yeah. You ever thought there might have been a guy called Jesus? You know what Chinese whispers are like? I mean, matter of fact, Red Dwarf the other week, do Chinese chickens have whiskers? I don't know. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, he might have been a nice guy, he might want to have a cracking idea that I want to help people. And of course, then that gets taken to it's a religion, it's a belief.
Yeah.
And just goes over the top.
And then you get extremist and...
extremists in every religion.
Yeah.
And that, again, is quite horrific.
Yeah, indeed.
Dear.
Well, this may well be an hour-long episode because we've been on this
Traffic
road
is
now
poo.
for about 20 minutes coming out of Cumbraen. We're just nearly at Haverdrannus now. So there's either been an accident or there's traffic lights somewhere on this road doing maintenance, which wouldn't surprise me.
Or there's a naked female marching band.
Well,
I'm hoping for the last one.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the last one as well. Spin the camera and we'll film.
It would have been a true horror episode if we picked up Knuckle Duster again.
Whoa! But I got another one that's a fact, yeah. It's supposed to be a horror film fact. It's not actually, it's a lie. But apparently, due to budget restraints, some parts of the original Paranormal Activity for certain characters were removed. Now, the parts that were removed from the film, the characters removed, were Velma, Shaggy and Scooby and Old Man Withers, because he would have got away with it with those pesky kids. On top of that, they've made a fourth one.
Yeah. If you'd...
If you banner for it, didn't we?
Yeah, Eurogamer. If you watch the Ninja Suit from Eurogamer, you'll see it there, and I'm like,
I haven't watched
why?
it yet.
Why?
Because I mean, the original was shot in 7 days.
Yeah.
7 days.
And it was crap. This was supposed to be the scariest film all the adverts and that, and then I watched it and I thought, well, what is this?
I mean, the nice thing about it was filmed as if it was done by real people, and it was a nice idea.
Yeah.
Because there was no CGI. I mean, the bit where she was pulled out of bed and dragged across the land, they literally had an electric reel, a motor to reel her in. They had a small strap around her ankle and a very fine thread, really heavy fishing line, which you couldn't see the way it was lit. And it spun her and then pulled her across the landing, which looked great. But you didn't require CGI, you didn't require massive demons. The footsteps on the floor were nicely done.
Why didn't Satan just come in and go, yeah, I can complete the deal now, please?
Yeah, but there's only one problem there. So you said, Satan can't harm. If you read the Bible, he can't harm.
Wasn't it? It wasn't Satan. It was
That would explain the traffic.
Oh, what was his name? The other goat guy.
Pan?
No, not Pan.
Baphomet?
Yeah, that's it.
Ho ho ho! See, I can read.
Yes, Baphomet is supposed to be the one that came for the daughter.
But I know, well, according to the film, that's a prequel, it's Toby. That's a scary name for a demon, innit? I'm Toby the Demon! I've come for your beer and crisps.
We're having my beer and crisps.
Sorry, I meant chips, because we're in America. I better do an American accent, hold on. Hey, my name's Toby. I've come for your beer and chips. Innit? With some vinegar.
Name of the demon is Bobo.
The demon is Bobo, oh god.
Hey!
Sasquatch.
There's the demon.
I know, I've seen them. Of course you have Bobo. There, sit in the corner.
Size of an adult. Bigfoot. Wait, I told you, you need to go to, where was it? Washington, isn't it?
Yeah, Washington.
Yeah. Go to Washington, Bobo.
Washington State.
Go there.
Talked about that the first episode me and Scott were in.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Bobo.
Episode 6.
Yeah, but I mean,
I miss it. No, I do, because it's not on anymore.
it's the best comedy on TV series. Red Dwarf first, then that. It's brilliant.
But staying with the demons thing, how about the film Constantine?
Oh, do you know what? I did enjoy the film Constantine, even though it did annoy a lot of people, and me slightly, because the original comic book, Constantine is British.
And blonde.
And blonde, wears a brown mark and smokes silk cut. The reason why he smoked silk cut, the guy who wrote it was American. Didn't know much about British cigarettes, and the first packets he saw on a shelf was silk cut, and thought, oh, that's an okay brand of cigarette. Most people who smoke cigarettes will tell you silk cut is like smoking razor blades through glass. There's the most awful cigarettes going, apparently, but that's the ones he smoked.
Yeah.
But otherwise now, on horse he's blonde. So what did they do? Based in America, give him a black mark. He smokes Chinese cigarettes, and he's got dark age Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the film.
It was good, especially the effects.
I loved the holy water bottles. They're cracking. I always wanted to make one. I was never going to good.
I always love Balthazar and the way he spun that coin over his nose.
Oh yes, it's cool. I think coins. Yeah,
Show off.
can do that. And do a bit of touch juggling with pens as well. It's like I spin them round.
Do it now, get a coin. Do it for
I haven't got any coins.
Oh, you
I
suck.
give them all to that thingy for heroes. I got a bracelet to support the soldiers. For all you people out there that hate the soldiers in this country, they fight so you don't have to. Okay?
Yeah.
They do a job I wouldn't want to volunteer for. Okay? It's that simple. And when they come back, they're injured. Stop turning around and saying they're evil. And you want to burn them. Alright? If you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Rant over. But yes, yeah, I can do that with the coins. It's a magician's trick. You use silver dollars or something with that size and just go la 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 la. Brenda, do it again. But look it up online. Look up touch juggling with pens as well. You can just spin pens on fingers. Do nice and simple ones.
Spin like a finger, yeah.
Oh no, I'm not.
Spin a finger.
Yeah, I can actually hold a pen, flip it, and actually spin it with my thumb and catch it again. Woo! So a bit of touch juggling, you do the rest is really freaking hard. Death Bay!
He's here, folks.
What's your favourite horror film? Red Riding Hood. It had a werewolf in it, but it was shit. I suppose you're right, that would be scary. Any others? Deep Throat is not a horror film.
You just don't get the idea, do you, Dead Bay?
Right, have a think again. Come on. Really? Really? I Spit on Your Grave. The original or the remake? The original. Fair enough. 70s, 80s schlock horror. It was actually banned for a while. It came out, got banned. Couldn't buy it on video. That was when it was VHS or Beta, guys. I remember the Beta recorders. You had to stomp on the lids to get them down. They were that powerful. So like you'd have to fall over on it to get the tapes in. The buttons like this.
Chunky buttons. Yeah.
Press play.
I can actually remember Betamax.
Yeah, and to record you had to press play and record.
Yeah.
But
Those were the days.
yeah,
God dang it.
but good choice. Because it was quite a gory film, that was. Slash horror. Nice one.
What was that film where they're all hunted by a really big bear?
A really big bear in the woods.
Was it a-
Was it called Bear in the Woods?
There's one with Sean Connery called The Edge.
Yes, I've seen that. Is that when the plane crashes and they
Yeah.
gotta survive? Ah, yeah.
Oh,
I thought that was Anthony Hopkins.
No, that's...
Because he's in one where he's like crashes and he has
it
to
might
survive
actually
in
be
the woods.
Anthony
doesn't he?
Hopkins,
and so okay, so's Liam Neeson. The Grey.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen that.
I really don't want to. I've seen Taken 2.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's practically the same as Taken 1. Oh, look at
Taken
me,
daughter
you've
or
got, what's that?
Who gets taken this time?
His wife
Yeah, I'm just saying.
and him.
Yeah, he and his wife got kidnapped.
But he manages to get away and she gets caught.
That man.
I don't know, let's be honest, right? We're talking about a guy.
How could you kidnap him? That's really the question.
He's Liam Neeson.
The kid tried to capture him in the first film and he beat
Yeah,
the
right.
shit out of him.
Let's be honest, would you want to capture him, right? Right, hold on, right? He trained Batman. He trained Jedis.
Yeah.
He was a god. Zeus, was he Zeus? He was Zeus, wasn't he?
Zeus, yeah.
He was Zeus, right? And you really, really, really wanted to take his family. Bad idea.
After the events had taken one, you think anyone would attempt to do anything like
It's set
that?
to like about a month, maybe or two after the original Taken. Everything sort of settled down. The bodies of the people he's literally slaughtered, which was half of fucking Paris.
Where are they this time?
They're
Istanbul, isn't
in
it?
Istanbul. Yeah,
More guns for him to use.
they're in Istanbul. And the people who come to get him from Dagestan, wherever it is, Tropoya, that's it.
Is it Borat that kidnaps him?
Yes, it's Borat from Tropoya. They have a burial and they're all sad. Oh, I get revenge on my son who's not fair. The guy was stealing girls and putting them into prostitution and drugging them. If it'd been me, I'd have jammed that fucking spike nor in his thigh. I'd have put it straight up his fucking ass.
Which one was his son?
The one who he put in the cellar and stabbed the gripping 10-inch nails into his thighs and electrocuted to death. And do you know what? Couldn't happen to a nicer bastard.
The last guy he killed is just some random fat ass.
Yeah, but there was like, you should have seen it. They were showing the coffins going to the airplanes. There was like about 14 of them. It was great.
He takes out an entire boat towards the end of the first.
Yeah, but that's different people. That's not from Tropoya, they're Arabs.
Yeah,
They'll probably be the ones trying to kidnap him in the third one, sorry. But,
do you know what Scott pointed out to me about the first Iron Man film?
what?
The group that kidnaps Tony Stark is called the Ten Rings. What does
Ah!
Mandarin wear?
10 rings.
In Captain America, at one point when they go to the Science Expo,
Yeah.
they've got the synthetic man in the tube, who was the original Human Torch.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. All the information you got about films on this episode is absolutely fucking amazing.
It is, isn't it?
I know stupid opinions, but before
That was a very
we actually finish,
episode.
I have one more fact, right? Apparently, there's been a radio station transmitting an intermittent beep
I know this.
since 1982, and
In
nobody
Russia.
knows why. That's true, because sometimes Russian voices can be heard with it as well. Now, wouldn't it be nice to find out why?
The most recent voices were in was like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Does anyone know the actual frequency? Because I wouldn't mind hearing this.
No, I can find it for you if you want it.
If anyone knows the original frequency, gentlemen out there, put some answers in the box. We're fed up of having no answers in the box. Put some answers in the box.
Yeah.
Because apparently,
Favourite horror films?
apparently they've heard voices on it more frequently in the past year.
Ah.
Oh, it was like one every 2 weeks or something.
It's
Hey,
Connor!
Connor!
My dad. Go on road to distraction.
Say hello, Connor. You're on Road to Distraction 16.
Oh, Jesus Christ, hello.
Hello, Dad.
Do I
No,
look okay?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, no. Jesus Christ walks to a hotel with 4 nails and says, can you put me up for the evening? Ah.
Oh, that's right then.
Good. How are you, Connor?
Is my ear alright now?
Your hair's lovely, but lovely.
right.
Lovely and gorgeous. See, this is Connor. Connor, who will be playing, I do believe, Ultron when we do the Assemblers thing next year. I've got the helmet almost finished for you, young man.
That's right then.
You sound knackered. You've been running.
Yeah, I just jogged over here and I recognised the licence plate of these car. I thought, where's he going?
Saw us back down like a rat.
Yeah. You're running all the way.
caught up with us a bit when we were in the traffic.
And Death Bay, say hello to Death Bay.
Hello.
He's not very friendly.
Oh.
No, you'll bite your hand off.
Oh. Wait.
Kiss him.
You're lucky to get away with your face, Connor.
I am actually.
You haven't got a flick knife today, you're lucky.
Oh, I'm sorry then.
But we just came to the end now, Road to Distraction 16. So say bye-bye, Connor.
To our people.
Okay, we better turn the screen back over. I think we'll see where we are.
Yep.
That was Connor. God bless Connor. He's been many of the Mikely production things.
Yep.
Which will no longer be running. It'll now be Outpost 51.
Yeah, I did see.
Yay! So that's the end of Road to Distraction 16, the horror film and fact
Halloween,
horror film Halloween sort of
Special.
episode. So it's bye-bye from me and Lee and Scott
Goodbye.
and Death Bay and James.
Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Until
bye.
next time. Bye.
3, 2, 1. What are you going to say, James?
Is it if I lock the door?
God
You
dang
just
it.
run out and check. Because otherwise it'll be awkward with the chair.
Excuse me, I'm going to
Outtake
pause.
number 1.
Outtake number 1. My son is a pain in the balls. If you're ever thinking about having kids, get a Stanley knife and just cut it all off down there. Become a woman. Apparently they live longer.